Hi, my name is John, and thank you so much for watching this video. I've uploaded this video because this lady, she went back to being a pixie in her mind, back to a past life, but also another one that really affected her in this life in a huge way. This is not a QHHT official session. It was more. The lady came in originally to stop smoking, and then we had another session because she wanted to go and explore her consciousness at a much deeper level. So it was more for a curiosity session. So it's not an official QHHT session, but you'll see the benefits that she got out of it because she really came in. She's such a beautiful, beautiful soul, and she came in because she had a bit of a broken heart, and she never really sort of trusted men in a relationship wise. When you go through the session itself, you'll just know what the past life and how it transferred into this life and the lessons that she's meant to learn, and she almost had it, but in this one she's just got to nail that final piece of the puzzle. And there is a moment in the recording. I've kind of dialed it down as much as I could because there is one scene, if you're sensitive to just men, basically, or if you've had any form of abuse or anything like that as a woman or as a child, or you'll know when it's coming up. So feel free just to either skip it for 15 seconds or something like that. I very much disattach because I never want any clients to feel anything at all. So I didn't stay in that scene for very long because you could get an image of what was going on. So I skipped it. So in my sessions, I always want the client to feel extremely safe. That's what my number one rule is. And we're just trying to get the story to how it relates into the life now. So then we can go through that. And at the end, it's actually really interesting because she has her conscious mind that's very aware. She has the life of the pixie, which is super, super cool. The pixie was there. She had her higher self that was there. And also one of her guides who was a huge giant. And it's her protector in this life. And so all four of them were sort of there, and they're all conversating together, and it was such a beautiful experience. And I'm so happy for the client because it just made her awareness of who she actually is so much bigger, and her heart is feeling so much better. Now the audio quality isn't the best, and that's because I don't do these to put them on YouTube. I do these for the benefit of the client. So the audio quality isn't my number one priority. The client actually gave me permission to put this on here because it might help a lot of people out there, especially a lot of women or a lot of people that have gone through abuse, and they're sort of wondering why and what's the bigger picture to it. She really thought that it would help a lot of people. So I'm very, very grateful for it. So just go through it. And there's some really, really funny bits, so feel free to laugh. And I really hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you get something out of it. And as a practitioner, if you're a QHHT practitioner or a past life therapist or something like that, you feel free just to sort of get the vibration that I was in, and putting the client's safety first. So feel free, if you feel like you could learn or benefit anything from it, just from my mannerisms and how I conduct sessions, well then feel free to borrow it and make it your own. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. It keeps me really motivated to post more, And thanks. I hope you enjoyed it.
Love the touch of moss, the feeling of it on my skin. It's like home. I'm one with the forest.
Beautiful.
It's my true home.
So tell me, what is it like there? What's it like being home?
It feels so peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pure happiness and joy. Everything's connected and understands each other. The trees, the water, butterflies. We're all one.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by you're all one?
We just communicate and love each other. Not like on this plane, this planet. Here we hurt the earth. There we respect it because we know that it nourishes us just as much as we nourish it.
See. So tell me, so you can communicate to all the animals and is that right?
It's not a language, it's a feeling, just a oneness that just is. It happens organically.
So it's sort of like a respect sort of thing, isn't it?
It's respectful and loving, yes.
And just there, do you feel like you have a form there? You said that you like touching the moss on your skin there.
I have a form, but I can't quite make it out. I'm kind of rolling in the moss right now. I'm really happy. I'm just happy to feel that again.
Mm-hmm. Does it feel like you have anything covering the body there?
I'm tiny. It's almost like I have wings, but they're not fully physical. Like I can move and fly and climb the trees.
Oh, cool. So that if you want to, so you can sort of fly.
I can fly, but it's not flying from one spot to the next. It's like using the trees and the branches to get an extra push, which would be further than what a human could do. Yeah. Now it's showing me that I can fly, but it's not how I choose to move. I use everything around me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to touch everything, to feel it. It's my sign of love and respect.
I see.
I love it so much. I feel so good.
Would you say that it's quite free?
It's so free. There's emotion, like love, and there's no pain though. Nothing is pain. It's just beautiful. It's like a little brown bag made out of organic material. It's from nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's on my side. I'm wearing like a little skirt thing, like not leaves, it's fabric, but it looks like in the shape of leaves to honor the earth and the forest.
Mm.
I'm part of it as much as it is me.
Mm. So it's sort of just being respectful.
It's just honor. I am the forest, even though I'm a different shape than the trees and the water. We all flow together.
Mm. So it seems like you feel like you're a part of it.
I'm part of it, yes. I heal it as much as it heals me.
And what do you feel like's in the bag there?
The bag?
Yeah.
There's wooden sticks, but I don't know what purpose they serve yet.
Does it feel like you have any jewellery or any ornaments or anything like that on?
I have leaves on me. I'm a bit green too. My skin is green, but light green. I have pointy ears. Can't make out if I'm a pixie or a fairy or something else.
Okay.
I'm very in tune with everything. I want to go back to the moss.
You can do whatever you want to do. It sounds like you enjoy it.
It feels so soft. Even in this human form, I love the moss. Maybe that's why I always seek the forests.
Let's do this. Okay? Just while you're rolling your in the moss there and enjoy. Let's go and see where you live there. So let's go and see with the place where you eat and you sleep there.
It's like a tiny hut with a fireplace. It's really small because I'm small. And it's brown and of course matches nature. Everything's connected so that it flows and there's no harm to anything. It's so pretty inside. It's exactly what I've...
What's in there? So you got a fireplace?
Yeah, fireplace, a little table. Kind of like a kitchen, but it's very basic. What do I eat? Berries. I like berries. I like the fruit. Slugs apparently. Why are these big fat juicy slugs and I like it? They're so gooey. They're quite nice. You human would not like this though. Oh, it's so funny because the human form of me would think that is disgusting. But it's like a delicacy.
I was just about to say.
Oh, this is funny. Do I have a bathroom like the humans do? What do I have? Not really. I have a bed, a fluffy bed made out of moss. Of course. I like it there. It feels good.
Sounds like everything you need is there.
Everything I need. But where are the others? So the butterflies. I haven't seen one of my kind yet. But I'm still okay by myself. I'm happy.
So whereabouts is the place where you live? Whereabouts is it? Is it like on a tree or on the ground or what?
This one's on the ground, but if I decide to sleep in a tree, I do that too.
Oh, okay.
Depends how I feel in the moment. Sometimes I just let myself in the stream and let it take me. It feels good on my skin. It feels fresh and pure. It purifies everything and heals it too. I'm green and I like slugs. It's so funny. Oh, that makes me laugh.
Beautiful. Well, let's do this then, okay? Let's go and see what you do with the majority of your time.
I spend time alone with the forest, communicating with the trees, the water, playing in moss. Eating those big juicy slugs. Yeah, I just like playing in nature. And hopping through the trees. I hop and I fly. And I just feel really free and happy.
seems like everything's taken care of there.
Everything just flows. There's no threat, which is nice. Our world does not know these things.
And do you get a sense like there's others like you around?
I do, but I don't know where they are.
But they're sort of in the forest somewhere?
They're roaming around somewhere. So we talk sometimes, but we kind of just do our own thing. But we do communicate. We're happy doing our own thing. It's okay. We like our independence.
So when you sort of go by yourself, because I'm just presuming that you might have a mum or a dad. I don't know.
It's a foreign concept. We just are. We just came to be.
Ah, I see.
Not like you.
Okay.
There are children when we grow. Where do we come from? I think there's like a magic tree that births us.
I see.
Oh, there's another one. I don't know what to call us. He's not very happy that I'm telling you about our world. He wants to keep it protected.
Can I ask him why?
Because
Why do you think he wants to keep it protected?
We've lived danger-free. We don't like outsiders for fear of them making everything not balanced.
I see.
I'm telling them it's okay, you won't know how to get there.
Yeah.
He's relaxing a bit, but he's still a little bit protective.
What?
Silly elf.
And does he look the same as you, or does he look slightly different?
He's masculine energy. It does look the same. We're all different. It's not the same colors. He's blue. Still in the light form.
It sounds beautiful, man.
It is. There's places on Earth that kind of look like it, but there's magic all around. Energy that is everywhere, but here we've destroyed a lot, haven't we? I understand now why my human form seeks to always go where there's moss. It feels really nice.
Just remind you of home.
It's home.
Well, let's do this then. Let's move to an important day when something's happening in that life there.
There's a gathering. We're dancing at night. There's fires. We're celebrating. We're celebrating our lives in our forest. Giving thanks to it.
So how's everybody celebrating?
Just dancing. It's freedom of movement of the body, of the form. There's music with flutes and drums. Everybody's happy. That's it. And we're celebrating the stars. There's stars up there, far, far away, way above the treetops.
What's important about the stars?
The light represents the power of oneness, of love, of purity.
It sounds like it's a celebration of gratefulness as well.
Yeah, we're grateful. I'm happy dancing with them, but I do like my alone time. It's funny, I like the trees more. We're funny beings.
Well, let's do this then, okay? Let's leave that scene, but let's move to another important day.
I'm holding a furry baby animal. Not Big Eyes. Big Eyes is really cute. I'm celebrating his birth. We're welcoming him to our home. That's another celebration.
Mm-hmm. So just describe him for me. You said he's furry?
He's furry, big eyes, cute little black nose. He's brown. Pretty poofy. And very innocent, so innocent. It's beautiful to see. He will get lots of love from my people.
Do you feel like he's pretty special?
He is quite special. I'm not sure what kind of animal he is, but he's very sacred. But I think like everything else, I think it's how we celebrate new life coming into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So much love to give and welcoming it.
Is his mother around? Or did he just, was he like you did? Did he just sort of pop down?
He came to be from nature, from the trees.
So he's part of the forest as well?
He's part of the forest. It's not like your human form, you're the mother and the father. Us, it's the nature. Nature creates us and everything else.
Yeah.
It births everything.
Do you get a sense like there's many others like him, like the fairy baby?
Not too many, but some. Maybe that's why he's precious.
And how do you sense he's going to go in his life?
I'm going to go very well. He's going to be happy with us. Funny, we're the ones that feed him. We're giving some sort of white liquid. It kind of reminds me of your milk, but it's different. It's like from the tree. It's not a sap, but it's still a liquid. Maybe it's a sap. It's a sap mixed with the water, and it nourishes him. Yeah, we're all connected with the forest. I'm giving them away now to another. I'm just going back to my mouse.
Do you feel like that's sort of your role done, your part?
My part is done. There's so many more that can take care of it. It's time for me. Yeah.
Sounds like it'll be okay. It'll be fine.
It's totally fine. There's no caring here. Like there's no worry. Everything just flows. I didn't even have to say words to the other being. I just went, here you go. Without the words, I just went, give it to him. And he didn't object, so it's okay.
No problems. Well, let's do this, okay? Let's look for another important day.
I think I've left that world. I'm seeing like fire. There's fire everywhere. It's raging. Part of me wants to stay in the other world, but I'm suddenly, there's fire everywhere. Something's wrong. There's people screaming. It's like a village, but a small village. There's war, people and horses, swords. They're destroying everything.
And whereabouts are you at? Are you on the ground or?
I'm watching, but I can't make out my form yet. I think I'm tiny. think I'm a child.
I see.
But I feel helpless. I can't do anything but just watch.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's sort of freaking out.
Everybody's running and screaming and crying, getting killed. Soon it will be my turn.
And do you feel like you're sort of there by yourself? Like I know there's others around, but...
Yeah, I can't find the family. I think they're dead.
Well, let's do this then, okay? Let's just fast forward time a little bit there. And you won't feel any physical sensations, but let's see what happens there.
The women are taken as slaves. I don't think they'll last that long, though. The men will use them and then hurt them so badly that they won't survive. Rape and pillaging, that's what that was. I don't know why that village was getting punished, though. I'm an innocent and I don't understand.
Let's see what happens with you then.
I already know that I'm going to be next. I'm scared, but I'm accepting. My thought is that either they'll turn me into a slave or that I'll be killed. Perhaps they'll use me first. It's not yet my turn. One man grabs me, throws me to the ground.
Let's move forward. Okay. Let's move forward in time there. Let's see what happens.
He's left me for dead, but somehow I'm still alive. Not much energy though. I was pretty mean to my body, my little body. Yeah, men like that, they seek to control even me at a young age, I can tell. I don't understand it. How people could be so cruel. I'm crawling out of it's like a barn. It's not a barn, but there's hay and there's still fires going. But I think it's like getting close to dawn. I'm getting out of there. There's a person on a horse, but I can't make out if he's good or bad. Will he help me or leave me? Oh, he's helping me. He's picking me up to his horse gently and taking me somewhere. It feels like a long journey, though. A long journey on horseback. I think we're going to the next village. That's not too far. I feel like the men that did that were the king's men. It was not okay. They should be protecting us. I don't understand.
I see. But the one that's carrying you doesn't feel like he's one of the king's men?
He has armor, but he's good. I think he's noticed the atrocities and in his conscience he doesn't want to partake. He set things on fire because he had to, so they wouldn't kill him or he wouldn't get killed by the king. But he's saving me because he can't see that being done anymore.
Okay. Well, let's see where he takes you.
To a family. There's a mother and some kids, and they take me. She's trying to clean me up. I'm in so much pain. Oh, I'm glad I don't feel that anymore. I understand why I don't trust men now. He was supposed to be a protector, and he raped me. A child, I was 6 maybe?
What about the woman there? Does she feel like she's a good woman?
She's very caring, but I'm afraid still.
Yeah. Well, let's do this then, okay? let's leave that scene, but let's move. Let's move forward in time there to an important day in that life there.
I'm wearing white, and there's like these little crown flowers that are handmade around my head. I have long hair. I'm a woman now. I'm getting married to a man. Kind of arranged, but he's a good man and he's respectful. I'm doing what all women are supposed to do in those times. Just to marry. Bear their children. But at least with him, he's nice.
He's nice. Okay. And who else is around? Yeah. While you're getting married?
The village is there. Everybody's there.
And how does everybody feel here about you two getting married?
They're happy. Some don't really care though. They're just going for the festivities and the drink. Just their excuse to be married. Yeah, they're going for the party. It's a whole village, so it's more than just people that are close with. Yeah. Lots of food, like breads and baskets, and I think it's dried meat. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe beef.
There's plenty of food there.
There's food. There's raisins. Grapes is the word. Grapes. And there's music, and everybody's dancing, and everybody's getting drunk. He's a good man. I think I give him 2 kids.
Well, let's see.
Fulfill my duty as a wife. Don't do much as a woman in those times between cook and clean. And I guess mind the children.
And tell me more about the children there.
Boy and a girl. They're twins. No, they're not twins, but they look very much like they could be twins. Really blonde hair, blue eyes. Definitely in the medieval kind of times there. I'm thankful that those people that raided the village when I was a kid never came back. I'm safe now. But I love him because he takes care of me, but it's not romantic love. It's respectful love, but it's not romantic. I don't desire him. It just is. But you're accepting because that's all people really know. Except those who rarely see the love and are forced apart, unfortunately. That's sad to see. I'm glad I don't know that. That way I don't feel that pain. There's a woman in the village. He's off somewhere. He's married somebody else. Regardless, I'm not sure what happened, but she's heartbroken. In so much pain. She's lost her joy for life. I didn't want that. I'll accept that type of arrangement gladly.
Do you get a sense of what happened there? What happened to her?
She's sad because she wasn't able to be with the man she loved. And now he's gone. But her aura, her heart is so broken. There's no joy. Compared to what you saw when they would see each other. Always very discreet though. I think the parents kind of found out.
I see. Okay.
This village, it's small, but it's busy. It's constantly moving. So much bread. God, I love bread. It's so good.
Well, let's do this, Pat. Let's move to the very last day of that life there. So I'm going to move forward in time to the very last day of that life there. You won't feel any physical sensations, but you'll be able to talk about it.
I'm not feeling, but I'm observing her. It's me. She's old. Long gray hair. White dress again. Probably what you sleep in, really. On a white bed with white sheets. I'm in the home. I think my daughter is taking care of me. I'm just old, so I'm not necessarily in pain. I'm just, my body's going to sleep now.
Like it's just sort of tired.
It's tired. It's run its course. But it's good. There's no sickness. It's just age. The daughter's loving, and she has kids too now, and they're there, running around. My daughter's worried for me though. She'll miss me, but she'll be okay. I've lived a good life.
And tell me, just looking back at that life there, every life has a lesson and a purpose to it. So what do you feel like there was to learn from that life there?
Forgiveness. I ended up forgiving the man that hurt me. It did not serve purpose for me. I didn't do it for him, I did it for me.
It's a pretty hard lesson, isn't it?
Yeah, but it feels good. There's no pain looking back on that memory.
It's a pretty important lesson. And what do you feel like the purpose of that life was?
It still comes and shows me forgiveness. That atrocities can happen, and you need to let go, because you carry that in other lives. She forgave, but the soul remembers. I've taken that with me for a long time. The human one forgave, but it's hard to describe. It's like I forgot the lesson and brought it into a new life. I don't understand. Does that make sense? Do you understand?
Just explain it to me a little bit more then.
The lesson was forgiveness. The old lady that was me forgave. But somehow I carried it with me in another life. It wasn't let go of fully. It's like I had to learn it again.
Is that in the current life as Michelle now?
It is, yeah. Let go, little one.
What does she need to let go of?
All the anger, the hurt. Nobody intends to hurt another. They just are. It's so hard for this human life now. She struggles because she is very trusting and not trusting. She will be honest and give, even if the person doesn't want to hear what she has to say. She'll always say the truth out of respect, and she expects it out of others and doesn't get it. And when it comes from a man that she loves, it's the highest deceit for her. It's very painful.
So what do you want her to know about it then?
That the intent is not such, and that she knows better, that she can recognize that it hurts her, but to understand that the other person does not mean to cause harm like that. And therefore, she should release and let go and forgive, because it is not intentional. If it was an intentional pain,
that's different.
That's a bit different.
So whereabouts in the body is she holding all that stuff?
Her lungs and her heart. She'll get there. She's not far. She's finally realizing you can't just forgive but not understand the lesson and understand the other person. Now the spirit guides will take it away. Because she doesn't offer it in such an aggressive way of pain and take it away. but because she's releasing.
Is that because she wants everything done straight away?
Yeah. Yes, she does.
Maybe there's another little lesson in patience, maybe.
Control and patience she does not have in this form. So much to work on. But now she knows that she does want love. 2 days ago, she was saying she doesn't want it and she was renouncing it. She said, I don't believe in it for me anymore. And that I'm never going to open my heart like that. But now you know better, Michelle. I do.
Well, why was she saying that?
Because of the pain in her heart. It hurt. She didn't want to feel it anymore, so she was doing what she has always done, protect herself and put a wall on her emotions, when really she's so loving. Whoever receives this love is lucky. She knows better than to keep this wall up now and the damage it causes her and not others. Well, others too, but mostly her.
How's her heart and her lungs looking now compared to the start?
They feel better.
Can I ask you, why did you show her the life of the Pixie, the fairy?
Because she knows that she was one. It's still she's human form now, but that Pixie is still in her. She's still in tune with nature and everything around. But her pain has closed her off to seeing her higher self and everything above. She's an intuitive, but because she feels so much, she tries to close it down sometimes when it gets too much. The irony is with her friends, she will give anything for them and always drop anything to be there for them. But romantic love she has struggled with. I think she understands that she was carrying it from the other life somehow. And she's trying to understand to be more loving and forgiving, because she really does love that man. And he deserves all the love just as much as she does.
Is that why it was important for her to see that love?
It was. She knows she needs to eat better too. Stop hurting herself. She is worthy. She knows better. She just carries scars from past experiences and lives. But she's really working hard on healing it. And I'm so proud of her.
And can I ask this? Because I'm very curious. Why would anyone want to go from that Pixie life that was so beautiful and into a human experience? Because that was very different.
Yeah. We all understand beyond this human form. For some reason, this human form it won't let us see. It's not for me to say in this moment. We experience in the Pixie life and all of that rainforest, it's just good. But loss and hurt, and then to actually love and open your heart, that is purest form as well. It's important for us to feel pain so that we can love. What Michelle wants, what she wants most is she's seen all these couples around her that have been together for 20 plus years and just love each other, and she wanted that, but she needs to heal before she can reach that. Her next love will be a long one, not the longest that she wanted, but it will be a healthier one, a more trusting and caring one.
And so what's her purpose for being here on the earth now?
Human love. She was curious as a pixie. She knows this too. Before coming to this session, she has always known that she renounced that life because she wanted to feel that kind of love, the romantic love that the humans feel when they really mean it. It's really special. Human form it's complicated and it's hard. But that love, when you see it, she sees it in your wife and you, in your family, and she knows it's real. And she wants that too.
The Pixies didn't seem to have that connection.
But that's why she's always been curious. She did mention she liked her time alone.
Yeah.
She's always been different, unique, never fitting inside the box. Even in this life, she would get in trouble for not fitting inside the box, but that's not her. She doesn't follow the normal rules. She's always done what felt right for her. Romantic love makes it difficult because it's selfless, and she's very used to being alone and doing her own thing. So she's learning a lot.
Now I'm curious. She said before the session, the whole day, she's had like a giant next to her. What's his role to play in her life?
He's the protector. Whenever she feels unsafe, when she remembers him and doesn't let the emotions take a hold of her, he's right next to her always. Letting her know she's safe and that it's okay. To stop bloody being so hard on yourself. I feel lighter.
Is there anything else that you feel is important to share with her?
She's learning her lessons and she knows deep down inside. She misses the fairy realm, but I think in her pain recently she got lost, but now remembers her purpose and that feeling of what she seeks. Because we love the forest, but there's a type of love in the human between two souls that love each other. It's just as magical. I don't think the other pixies see it so much, but I do. And I want to feel that.
It's a different experience.
But similar in some ways. The love we feel for our forest is a love that it's the equivalent. That feeling done in its pure form, it's the equivalent.
Yeah.
But how good is it to spend it with another soul? I want that. But I have to do it right.
And she came in to really sort of heal her heart, I think. I think that was her intention.
It is my intention.
And how's your heart feeling now?
It feels lighter and freer. The lungs feel clearer as well. Like I can finally breathe. My breath was so shallow, it was a way of protecting myself. I wasn't calm. Constantly in protection mode and in sorrow and pain.
Can I ask you, why did you want Michelle to have this session?
Because she needed help with tapping into me, herself. And she always knew she was from the fairy realm, but she just couldn't visually see it and understand it. She just knew. So she needed to see that it was real and not all in her head. But she always knew she was not from here, and that's why she struggled. emotion she's not used to.
Mm.
But she's very brave.
Takes a brave one to have a human experience, doesn't it?
It does.
Thank you so much for everything that you've shown her.
She is grateful too.
Is there one last message that you want to give to her?
Your giant is still here with you.
Does he want to say anything?
He'd give me a hug if he could, but it's kind of impossible with his size. But I feel what his intention.
It's a giant and a little pixie.
I forgot it was a pixie. Let's go back to the moss. Oh, but wait, I must finish this human life. But I'll go find some moss, I think next weekend, like they die. And I want to touch the trees and climb them.
Thank you so much for everything that you've shown her.
She is grateful too.
Is there one last message that you want to give to her?
Your giant is still here with you.
Does he want to say anything?
He'd give me a hug if he could, but it's kind of impossible with his size. But I feel what his intention.
It's a giant and a little pixie.
I forgot it was a pixie. Let's go back to the moss. Oh, but wait, I must finish this human life. But I'll go find some moss, I think next weekend, like they die. And I want to touch the trees and climb them. And it's okay. I don't want to be hard on myself anymore. I'm so hard on myself. I'm flawed and it's okay. I do need to understand my emotions a bit more so I can not resort to alcohol or cigarettes. I can do better. I still have to learn that. And it's okay. It's okay.
It's a journey, isn't it?
I don't carry, I've released shame. I've released shame and it's really nice.
Beautiful, thank you. That's a nice little bonus.
How did I release shame like that? I'm really grateful for that. That was a heavy thing.
That's not a very good human emotion to carry around.
No, and there was so much in it. People say you should not keep making the same mistakes, but this one does. And she needs to learn it's okay, because the more she punishes herself for it, the more she repeats it. By releasing the shame, she has it no more. And there's no reason to do it.
No reason to repeat it.
No, it makes sense. This is my higher self. It's talking. I have my fairy talking, my giant talking to me, my higher self, me talking to me. There's a lot of action. Sorry, I'm thinking about the moss and the grub.
Totally.
Oh, it's funny.
There's a lot of collective energy out there.
Oh, it's funny. You're a good guy, you know.
Thank you.
You scared her the first time she saw you. You saw through her soul. You saw her pain. She did not like that. She was trying to hide it from you.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, you saw through it, and it wasn't going to take you a minute. She didn't like that. She really hated that. She's like, "Hi, I'm supposed to be guarded here." It didn't work. Pixie and higher self are morphed into one. That's interesting.
Is there anything else that they want her to know?
We love you. Yeah. I'm so glad I released the shame. Thank you, guys. I needed that. That poor child that I was, though. I understand where that came from. But why did the old lady let it go and not me?
Awesome.
Why did I keep that? I forgave the man who raped me, but I never opened myself up to love. I didn't fully love that man, so I wasn't fully vulnerable. This is why I experience it in this life. Interesting.
Is there one last message that they want to give to you?
No, before you asked that, I was about to say I'm done now. She's heard enough. Can't exhaust her little human body too much. But she feels freer. She's good.
Beautiful.
Thank you for helping us communicate.
It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
I'm just going to show her another glimpse of the pixiness she is.
Totally.
Is that a tear on my face? I feel a tear. Huh.
What's the tear from?
Happiness, the pixie form of me.
So I always say, not all tears are for sadness.
No.
The human sheds tears for joy as well, and happiness.
There's still so much magic in this human form. She needs to tap into it. But that's a lesson for another day. Meditate, meditate, meditate.